Hello, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 20. I think it's 22. My, graduation farewell stream series here. Actually, wait. Here's how I can check. I think I have the. Yeah, last time was the 21st stream. Okay, so this is the 22nd stream. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to give people time to come in, and let's also remove that pin. Let's make the poll. So release. What? Or, oh, no. I remember now. I was going to maintain the occupation for now, and we were going to turn it into an election issue. Yeah, something like that. Thick Germany with Austria included. German-Austrian relations. What an important part of European history they have indeed been. Okay. So I'm going to maintain the occupation for now, which, damn, that is so freaking unpopular. I'll lose 20 stability. Oh my gosh. 20 war support. I'll have negative war support. If Sinclair says, no, actually, I'm just keeping Germany. And then minus 200 political power. I mean, it is Germany. It's a huge part of the world. I mean, it's like the most powerful nation in the world going in 1936. So like for that to just get gobbled up by the United States saying we just own it now, I guess, yeah, that makes sense, but we're gonna let me check something here. So if I click maintain it, I then later can. What happens if I choose to release it? But I think you can't really do that in Kaiserreich. I'm trying to... You can't? Okay, so I have to make the choice right now. Damn! Because I thought it would be interesting to, like, make this the big issue of 1944. So it's like, if I keep it now, I just have to keep it. I don't get a choice to send it out later. Well, oh, man. So... Okay, I'll have... Let's set up a poll here, although we had it... It's like, okay, what kind of Germany to release? United or split? Let me go back to the backup file in the meantime. What the heck was that? Did you guys hear that? That knock? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here was the thing. Wait, message retracted? What? Oh, unpinned message. There we go. Oh, I messed that up too. Bunch of small states make the game laggier. We must separate Poopin from Foten. I think we are gonna split it up. I think if we were Syndicalist, we would probably keep it unified, because it's like, okay, Germany's this strong industrial nation, let's keep them together, and now they work for us. Now they're a member of the Third Internationale, you know? I also don't remember, does Socialist Germany... Okay, remember, we have the backup file, but do they have their own post-war tree? I actually don't really remember. The Free Socialist Republic of Germany. Yes, they do. This would be, dang, I kind of almost want to play this, actually. You know what? How do I... Okay. I'm going to try something here. Or let's see. How to see country tax in 1.4. Okay. Alright. Oh, right. TDE bugs. Province tooltip debug enabled. So, GRU. So I should go tag GRU. Cool. Alright. Yes. And then TDE bug. Very good. Very good. Okay. Why not play both of them? I mean, I might. I also said I want to do a flashback at some point to MacArthur and try to get a win in as with the Denver capital instead of Washington. Because I don't think I've ever done that. I'd have to maybe check my MacArthur campaign I did a few years ago. But, okay, let's do a save here. Socialist Germany, Day 1. Okay. We have to pass on the torch, so we're locked into these first few things. Socialist Unity Front, current party is Syndicalist. So it's chosen beforehand. I don't think we're going to get to switch over, so this just kind of depends on... This depends on who defeats them. Don't mess it up further. But hold on, legitimate German government. Free socialist government. Let's see. What, Glusman, you trying to get rid of me? Purge reactionaries. I think we need to... I don't know if the description's always not there, or if I just maybe did something I messed up with the TDE bug. So I'm going to try going back and then just tagging immediately and see if that did anything. So if I go tag GRU... Oh, switch would resign. Oh, right, yeah, I have to click the thing first. So... Give it a minute. Wait, what? Oh, no. Did I mess up? Okay, no. Piece backup file. Here we go. Man, I gotta get, like, a nail filer. My nails have felt so sharp lately. Because of just being healthier. So we click Form Free Socialist Germany. Then tag GRU. So now, if I go here, should there be a description? No, there isn't. But let's still, and by the way, I know there's other things that could or could not be returned to us. You know, the Rhineland and like Eastern Prussia and stuff. But I kind of feel like Germany in this position, no way are they going to have a say in what happens. So, like, we'll just kind of see now, how is the AI going to role play? What do they decide to give Germany? Yeah, I haven't heard anything about socialist Germany, like post-war tree. I think we're going to need to do this as a side quest. Like, do a thing where we have to, maybe we want to finish our tree and then maybe also finish off the German reactionaries that are fleeing. We are a disarmed nation. Understandably. Maybe we try to do something where we're trying to get out of that. Oh, we're not allowed to raise autonomy level, I think, or I don't remember exactly how this goes, but get myself unpuppeted. Look at this. We've got, like, national spirits. Occupation, government, scars of the... Yeah, I think we're going to do this. And you know what? If we're going to keep opening more timelines, we need to switch to another timeline. I kind of want to go do a timeline where we try to do Russia's POV also, because I don't think I've played Socialist Russia since, like, 2017 or something, on like stream anyway, or maybe 2016. I remember I did the middle of the course. I think it was 2017. There's an event to become free. So before we jump into playing Germany, I think we should. You know what? I think let's cross a different timeline off the list. Where we're gonna win is Denver. Jack Reed, Preds, yeah, CSA test. No. Where was the thing? Okay, Cuba intervention, Mayday, Hoover grad. Okay. President Reed MacArthur save scenario. Yeah. Let's go back here. And we're going to call this the Denver timeline. The capital Denver timeline. I feel like that sentence isn't correct. Or maybe we'll call this the Caesar in Exile timeline. I really gotta change the thumbnail for this series. Okay, so yeah, the disaster has begun and we're gonna stand by the Republic. So let me create this save. MacArthur Civil War save file. Outdated equipment. Wait, what part of it is outdated? Oh, it's the stupid ships. Who cares? All right, I think we immediately have to start reforming the army. Okay. Research down. Maintenance companies. Bro, what are you doing? What, banana face? What? Why are you bruhing me? Stand by the government. Okay. Why do you keep asking me about the Father Chambers' Patrick World War II memorial? Is this the thing where it's just like it turned out to be Nazi paraphernalia and whatnot? Banana face. The big kahuna face. Or just the kahuna face? Kahuna banana. I think we need to Yeah, we're just gonna move forward here. I don't need to read all this stuff because I know it already. Okay, so the plan is gonna be in this timeline that MacArthur, maybe it's not even his choice. He's forced to retreat to Denver as the capital. So Washington D.C. is abandoned. Horrible, horrible day. More than a few tears. And he says, "I shall return." And we got to win while coming from Denver, which that's going to be tough. Not exactly a lot of factories in the Great Plains area. So the question, of course, the immediate question is, who do we have to focus on first? And there's a part of me, it's tricky because the American Union state could get really strong. Because I've always said if the American Union state rushes the East Coast, they usually should be able to win fairly easily, I think, actually. Of course, it just depends on how what does MacArthur do? If MacArthur goes all in on Washington, it could get a little bit nasty because maybe they're holding on to some of these coastal cities. I think you're able to go around, but they're just completely entrenched. Then the Federalists can kind of end up in this weird situation where sometimes they outlast the CSA, even though they're attacked first. And it's because the Pacific States most directly, cuts off a front that's really kind of somewhat isolated from what's happening in the East. There's somewhat all this plains, the Rockies and stuff. It creates a big gap between the kind of the fronts. There's just kind of generally the Eastern United States War and the Western United States War. So if you could, the possibility of just snuffing out the Pacific States early is nice, but again, the Federalists, they have a habit of just digging in and trenching around the cities. And the CSA, though, you kind of also want to push in there because they have so much industry, and that industry, every day that ticks by, is going to turn the tide. And I kind of also feel the CSA gets the most out of the militias. I know that the others can do it too. Let me think here. Where'd the music go? Just where's the music's gone? Has it been? No, something's wrong. But let's switch this to something else. Let's see. Let's do the Rome Total War. We're playing the American Caesar again. Rome Total War. OST. Some goated stuff right there. Okay, full. I don't want it on a 33 track playlist. Just put it to me on one video. Maybe it's getting copyright struck or something. Something's not working here. I mean, okay, we'll just do Crusader. Oh, I'm not Crusader Kings 2. Let's do Medieval 2 Total War. We'll do the America soundtrack. Because, we're in America. Alright. Man, this one's actually not that long. It's only 17 minutes. What a goated soundtrack, though. The Kingdoms, the Medieval 2 Total War and Kingdoms to mine. I think that's 4 hours. Yeah. It's so freaking good. Ame came and used your time powers. Yeah, Ame, I was thinking Ame too. It's like, how do we tie this into a VTuber thing? 666, alright. So I think we might try to squeeze the Pacific quickly. I mean, that's what the actual Caesar did. He didn't go straight for Pompeii. He went to Spain and defeated those armies. Because I think as the saying I think Lynn Montross said was, in Spain you had an army without a general, and then in Greece there was a general without an army. So Caesar was like, well, let me go deal with the army first. Actually, let me try to find... Hold on a second. I'm going to try to find that section. Gave you the Team Horse Archer, Dark Ages of War, the Cohorts of Peace. Crossing... Yeah, with Caesar who said... Okay, I found it. Okay, so this is from... Because I still have it here from the other day. So, no, we're not going to go through into the Second Weltkrieg in this timeline, no. Look, if we've been winning as the CSA, we're going to be fine as anybody else. Because, like, the United States has much better generals, a lot of good military buffs, specifically. And our military's been relatively weak. Just because of... A lot of that has been because of the logistics I've been messing up. Anyway, Caesar is said to have summed up the quality of his opposition with the remark, quote, I'm going to Spain to fight an army without a general, thence to the east to fight a general without an army. I actually still had the book here because I was bringing up something earlier in one of the other streams, and I just left it here on the desk. I really got to glue it. The spine is broken, or I need to find a replacement copy, but I don't even think this book's in print anymore. Lynn Montross. Oh, I've had that specific copy forever. Cross War Through the Ages. And I want the revised edition too. Let's see. Ugh, $61 for a new copy. It's definitely because it's not in print anymore. A good copy, which, like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't see any pictures. This should be $8. Oh man. Biblio has one. $8 used, good. Yeah, it's the same copy. It's the same copy posted on different websites again and again. There's a $6 hardcover. Somehow I doubt that's gonna be good. Just checking this together. Used, very good. It's a place with 5-star rating, 55,000 reviews. Missing readable copy. Like, there's words in here. I mean, the pages aren't bound, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, enough of me looking for a book which I don't need a replacement of right now. So, okay. I think we're going to try to destroy the Pacific States. I'm hoping that the CSA and American Union State get too involved in kicking each other's ass that they're not going to pay as much attention to me at first. Boy, it would be great if I could hold South Texas. That's really awesome. I mean, it's not going to be as important because keeping this open is great when you hold both sides because it lets you send troops overseas as needed. But if I stick to the west and I get this, that's going to be a nice that's going to give me good access to the coast, and I can push for New Orleans kind of early. And also robs them of the resources here. 422 oil. That's all mine now. Yeah. Very good. Speaking of Ame, 4 years of myth is actually fucking crazy to me. Yeah, I know. That's a presidential term. At least an American presidential term. The myth administration, I think most would say, has been a resounding success. You know, the opening of official generations of Hall Life English was, of course, very important. I'm putting lotion on and thinking, by the way. Was very important to the VTuber scene. I think that's undeniable. And though I'll admit I didn't like all the... I had different feelings about all of Hollow Myth when they first came out. And in fact, fun fact, the very first VTuber debut I ever watched was Calliope Mori. Because, yeah, that was like, there was this hype, like, oh, there's these English-speaking VTubers who are going to debut, and I'm like, oh, debuts are supposed to be a big deal, right? So let me check this out. And I remember I had already, I had even looked it on my calendar, and like I knew I was going to have Graveyard the night prior. And so it's like, okay, and then, you know, the rest of the day's mine. So I, like, made some popcorn and cast it onto the TV and ate popcorn and watched it. I'm like, what's all this about? So MacArthur's sworn in as president. We know this stuff. Okay, it's time for the war plan. Whoops. Okay. Mac war plan. Yeah, Calliope, and I was just like kind of like, okay, so it's like a model, it moves around, there's eye tracking, etc. And then she dropped that song she had prepared day one. Excuse me, would you rest in peace? Yeah, would you RIP? And then that was like, that just totally changed the atmosphere, and it went from this like, I felt even in chat there was people like, there was this kind of like curiosity to wait, what the heck is happening right now? And that's the same thing that would happen with Gura. People were like, oh, she's like a stupid shark girl. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna sing a song now, and everyone's going, oh, she's gonna sing like Baby Shark, you know, Baby Shark, do 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 do, and then busts out City Pop, basically triggers the second wave of YouTube loving City Pop in the algorithm. But I wasn't into all of them right away. I did not get Kiara for quite a while. I didn't get it. It actually a little aggravated me, and then just light switch turned. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do War Plan White San Jacinto. Calls for relocating the government to the Great Plains along with much of the military in order to crush resistance in the Pacific states if properly executed. This would allow us to recapture the mutineering Pacific fleet. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So yeah, we're gonna retreat to Denver. So that means all this should go away, and I don't know what happens to our Navy actually now that we've done that. What do we got here? So we have the DC National Guard, various National Guards that are that have risen up and are ready to help us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell them. Well, okay, let's get assigning our generals here. So of course MacArthur's our field general. Stop that. Bradley. Gosh, I love Bradley. He's so freaking good, as he should be. He's a brilliant strategist. He's cautious. The planning speed is slower. Like, as if you're not just waiting around so much of the time. That engineer, though, built in 5 attack, 5 planning speed. Oh, yeah. He's great. He's like definitely like, future field marshal. Well, like, duh, that was the whole thing, that he used to work for Patton, and then eventually Patton worked for him. Fortress Buster is pretty sweet too. Oh, but I love me some Scavenger too, and I think I can only pick one. I actually don't know. I think, yeah, it's mutually exclusive. Damn, these are both great. I think what we're going to do, the way we're going to win this war, is we got to get equipment. So I'm going to actually put maintenance companies into the infantry very quickly here, just so we can get capturing stuff to offset the industry, because the industry issues are what I'm most concerned about right now. So, yeah, retreat to Denver. All right, yeah, Craig, cautious. All right, gotta get me that Bradley. Love him. You know what is Lynn Montross? Lynn Montross has some stuff to say about Bradley. Verify. The beginning thing. No. Okay, let me go for 8. The index. Where the heck is Bradley? There he is, General Omar Bradley, 898. What does he have to say about it? 898. Rommel. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's a whole paragraph about him. So it's talking about how Battle of Kasserine Pass happened. You know, the American army gets its butt kicked. And then the next paragraph goes, or actually, the one prior gives. I'm going to read 2 paragraphs here. But like, this is actual. So for those of you, I mean, if you haven't been hanging around here for years on end, you know I'm a huge fan of War Through the Ages by Lynn Montross. It was like the first military history book I ever read. I still think it's the best. I've never seen anything of its equal. It was written by this actual general. And Nietzsche, we're playing America because I'm going to prove that I could win as MacArthur from Denver. But anyway, so this is him talking about the issues in North Africa during World War II, and how and why the United States lost, at the Battle of Kasserine Pass and stuff. So it says here, hold on, I feel the music's too loud. They're like, get the heck on with it! Alright. It was, quote, "It was perhaps inevitable that the untried American troops should be first to feel the sting as Rommel demonstrated his ability to make rapid lateral shifts along interior lines. Unlike their countrymen who had been plunged into a fight for survival in the Pacific, the forces in Tunisia were probably the best equipped soldiers in the world. Their want of experience was painfully remedied in February when veteran panzer units lured the newcomers into a tank ambush. The charging American machines were knocked out wholesale by suddenly unmasked 88mm guns. Then the Nazi armor took up a pursuit which lasted until the Americans retreated through Kasserine Pass, leaving behind much material. Although weaknesses in command had been largely to blame, the Americans were rapidly developing generals as well as battle-hardened troops. The real leaders were not always the figures in the spotlight. Such a quiet, hard-working tactician as Lieutenant General Omar Bradley had to wait longer for public notice, but in both Africa and Sicily his ability found recognition. It is perhaps no coincidence that this officer was an infantryman, both by training and by inclination. While tank clashes still gripped the popular imagination, battles of 1943 were likely to be decided by the plodding foot soldier. The landmine, more than any other defensive weapon, had been responsible for the limitations of armor. Some of the deadly new German types were almost impossible to locate with the usual instruments. Anti-tank guns also improved in effectiveness, and the American bazooka, using the rocket firing principle, could be brought into action by only 2 men. Here, actually, I'll have one more paragraph, and then I promise I'll stop. The Iron Cavalry of 1943, in short, could no more make headway against unbroken infantry, in essence infantry supported by minefield and anti-tank guns, than horsemen of the past could hope to ride down solid ranks of files and bayonets. In nearly every other respect, the tank had inherited the ancient tactical functions of the mounted arm, so that armor came increasingly to be used for reconnaissance and pursuit. Okay. So that's who, we're gonna have him take the Pacific. So we'll have him take the scavenger trait. And, yeah, that'll be it for now. Okay. Let's, have the New Mexico National Guard join him. Just so he's got a nice 24. You guys, I want you to come here. And we're gonna try to see how much of Texas we could take. Oh, you're still voting? Oh, yeah, the Germany thing. Yeah. United Germany has indeed won. Although I think Split kind of won it before, but there's a much bigger pool this time, so... we'll probably release it United. Plus it gets a tree, which is cool. Rule of focus tree. Focus trees make anything at least 20% cooler. Dang, we really don't have much in the way of infrastructure. Oh, yeah, except for here. So let's try to see if we can build some military factories in Missouri. Another reason why we're going to have to hold it. Hold it! Hold it! Okay, how long would this actually take to do this? May 37. I actually might do alternating infrastructure and factories. Shit. I'm also trying to think of resources, so maybe Arizona. No, the most is in Nevada. Hopefully we manage to hold on to it because we're focusing on the west. Okay, and Eisenhower. I mean, Eisenhower's got to be. I know that we have our armor officer here. You know, Chappie. He's great. Kruger, McNair. My God, your generals are so freaking good. Yeah, Truscott. Truscott, the cav officer, but he's also an engineer and commando, so he ends up being a badass Marine. Stillwell's here. He's an infantry officer, so he's level 1, but you can level him and Frieden all up so fast. Very fun. So fun. They're so OP as they should be. In terms of generals, anyway. Just look at the history, right? Yeah, Eisenhower's also cautious. But caution is what we'll need if we're going to go into the Confederate States. Okay. Congress removes to Denver. I shall return. Oh, and then it boosts Denver's points. That's cool. War Measures Act. Alright. I need everybody to be deploying faster. And yes, by the way, I know my Marines are mixed in with everybody. I just don't have time for this stuff right now. So General MacArthur has made a decision to abandon the old seat of power on the East Coast, and that means moving everything to Denver, all of the armed forces, all the ammunition, everything that can be moved via land. We can only hope that everything will go according to General MacArthur's secret plan, and that the traitors to the north and south won't attack our troops when we're retreating westward. There's no turning back now. Oh man, it's past 10, and I had planned, because I had to do a thing this morning, and then I got a phone call from family, and it was one of those ones, so sorry that I started late, and now we're barely kind of getting into it. Why did Bradley never run for office is my question. I don't know, I've never heard anything of him having that sort of inclination at all, to want political power. He was just plain old, good, just a really great general, and didn't want to become a Caesar like our friend MacArthur here. Hold on, dang it, now I have to check my email for something. Pull the... No. Sorry. He was heavily involved in the Korea and Vietnam War and had no interest in pulling out of either of it, apparently. Okay, wait, no, today's the 12th. Okay, no, I was just getting a message about something. Mail. Okay. Oh yeah, well Bradley, I mean, he's the classic student of the old school. You know, the saying goes, America always trains to fight the last war. And then, you know, then the war starts, and because, you know, we never have a plan, we learn to improvise, we can figure it out kind of quickly, even if it's the hard way, we figure out the new ways of war. Yeah. But then it's like, well, this is what war will be forever. Increased National Guard clashes. So we've got some demilitarized zone. Strikers in Oregon and Washington are clashing with National Guardsmen. Texan Loyalist Militia, Musher in San Antonio. Basically, everything's continuing to go to shit. Passing through Chattanooga. Despite the city being right at the border with Mississippi, our troops reached Missouri without having to fire a single shot. This was possible thanks to the longest general staff preparing an attack on North Carolina, seeing as a weaker area that would be more valuable to secure. So everyone went west and nobody died. So disillusion, mass desertions begin. Okay, so meet at the Panama Canal. It's like Federalist militias sealed southern Texas. Very good. That's huge. That's huge. While the state of Texas has firmly declared its allegiance to Union law, forces loyal to the federal government have been in hot contention for control, and so far have managed to obtain victory throughout the southern region of the state. Governor James Allred has been declared a traitor by southern mayors who appear determined to face off against their brethren in the rest of the state should the Civil War begin in earnest. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Thank you, Super Luigi and Daisy. Yeah, it's the America's soundtrack from Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms. This track's called Rip Out My Beating Heart. That's what these syndicalists and longists have done to this country! Anti-American riots spread in Puerto Rico. Yeah, that doesn't really concern us. Oh yeah, we have some decisions available. I mean, not really, though. Arkansas River Campaign. What? I didn't know we could take Arkansas. After southern Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, too, have been overrun by federal militias despite their governors declaring support for Huey Long. With both these states and San Antonio firmly in federal hands, Houston and Austin will probably fall soon, and Texas will have access to the Texas oil fields for its army. We need to move quickly before Patton reinforces its positions. Wow. Yeah, what does MacArthur come up with a PSA? That's a tougher nut to crack. I mean, they're market liberals, they're just, and plus they're the ones we got to take out first. I think for them, he's just going to say, they're just rabble rousers here and there. The Pacific states know that I'm the real government, and so just try to take it out quickly, pour into the cities before they become front lines. By the way, everyone's going to have to be aggressive. Also, the reason why I'm going to be focusing more on the Pacific states at first, too, is because I think there's a certain nice drama to Washington being the last place that we get to, or one of the last places. So instead of if we took it back and then it's like, oh, we have to do a little mopping operation in Pacific, it doesn't feel as dramatically climactic. We're going to Africa. Yeah, we're checking out the timeline. I'm proving that I could win as MacArthur in Denver. I'm showing I ain't bitch made. Okay, so this is going to be longest suppression. And then this is going to be the Pacific Force. Whoops. And look at our stability and war support, both all over 80%. Really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, everyone here is already in position. I know he's technically supposed to be cautious, but we need aggression right now. And he knows when to be aggressive. You ever heard of Operation Cobra? Oh, man, look how open Oregon and Washington is. That's going to be great, because if we could get to the coastline, you know, every point once we reach the coastline is going to just shrink our front line, so that's good. Very, very good. Federal troops cross the Mississippi. Our position in the west seems secure. All right, we can officially begin recruiting militia. We do not have a ton to choose from exactly. I think it's like, yeah, just 2, 2, 2, 4 in South Texas. That's pretty sweet. 4 in Oklahoma. 7 in Missouri, but I don't think I can hold it for the time needed. Then again, 9 days, and it's going to take 12 days, so we only need to hold on to Missouri for 3 days. Hopefully the CSA will not be organized enough. Missouri Guard, or Missouri Militia Rise. Glusman, if you bring up the Father Ted thing one more time, I'm going to time you out. Don't you guys who are into World War II, yeah. How important is good military tactics in this game? Could you beat a player who's far better diplomatically and logistically with brilliant military maneuvers? Oh, sure. But this is, it's like Admiral Yang Wen Lee said, I mean, to paraphrase him, it's like, if you start needing to have, like, brilliant, you know, military maneuvers so you can, like, get a good encirclement and like, destroy a whole army to, like, even the odds, something's gone wrong on the way. Like, legit, like, when you think in terms of logistics, you're thinking about, how do I get the most people with guns out there? I'm not necessarily even saying use mass assault tactics, but, like, just make, actually quite the opposite, have like quality troops that are going to always have their guns, that are, you know, have support, they've got engineers, they've got recon, things like that, and you use these force multipliers to get more bang for your buck. But that sort of, if you're winning that game, then that forces the other team to have to do brilliant maneuvers, and the AI ain't too brilliant. So, I mean, ideally you want to do both as well. But yeah, diplomatically, if you're, you know, if the computer's got a bunch of great allies. What? We got all of Texas! What? Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't click the Missouri thing too. I screwed up now. They gotta wait 4 days. As expected, loyalist militias from San Antonio and Oklahoma have overwon the disorganized longest militias in Houston and Austin before General Danford can reinforce its positions. Dallas fell quickly after, and with the fall of those 3 key cities, and all of Texas was firmly under federal control, and Governor James Allred has been captured before he could escape. Baton Rouge is close now. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I think this... Shoot, I think I might just tell Eisenhower... Your discretion, how far you advance into the AUS. Wow, so much oil. Of course, they're gonna take North Carolina here, but wow, amazing. Civil War is a visual novel now. Isn't that normal for when you give up the country? Maybe. I don't really usually do it that much. So there's chaos in the east, total anarchy, so we can focus on the Pacific ones. Oh yeah, army debate. I think we're going to just go with infantry plans here. Reform plan, division defense. Or no, grand battle plan is what I mean. Then again, superior. Both of these will give me the reduction on infantry equipment, which is the main point. Special forces. 10% more defense on core territory. I think Leslie gives a good best of both worlds. Alright. Gonna standardize the M1 quickly. Need guns. Need guns! CSA, we're gonna have to watch out for that. North Carolina declares Huey Long. In terms of logistics, we're already in the hole for infantry equipment. Not good. Deadline looms. What comes shall come. The race for Virginia. Patton took it. Dang, so we got North Carolina and Virginia. What's going to happen here? Aggressive assaulter. Yeah. And charisma. Leslie and U.S. Artillery's peak. Love me the red legs. Scramble for the corridor. Oh, CSA got both of those. That's good, actually. That's good. That's going to put them more into AUS territory for a push here. Red flag over Washington. It's good. It's good. Japan to Guam. MacArthur has repelled the CSA assault in Minnesota. I mean, that's cool. It's official now, though. We are at war with the Pacific. And I think, yeah, we can officially say things have begun. Mac. When you go west, I'm like 90% sure none of this is a question. This is exactly how the lines end up before the war starts. No, I don't know. I do not know. Like I said, I don't go west enough. I don't retreat. I'm not a retreater. You know, I hold everything and take it all back as the American Caesar. Then I put myself in charge, and then America says thank you. Because they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it themselves. Somebody has to take responsibility. Look at our stability now. 67% even at war. 88% war support. The American people want this. It's those other people that aren't Americans. These syndicalists. These false Americans in the Pacific States. And these longists. You're going to look at Huey Long and say, I'm the dictator? MacArthur's the dictator? No. No. Squeaky wheel. All right. So it's gonna be Mac, Denver, Civil War, start. Great. So the plan here is I think we can just immediately take Washington and Oregon, and then after that we'll find a way to maneuver our way into the cities. So most of our armies in the West, we're really not paying attention to the East. My plan is that if the CSA wants to push forward and take Minnesota, certainly, yeah, Minnesota, the Dakotas, go crazy. Go crazy. But to lose Missouri would kind of stink, especially because I'm trying to build there right now and I want that militia to rise up at least. But the 23 between the militias will raise up, and then hopefully finishing off the Pacific States quickly. I don't think we're going to have any trouble filling the front line. And I think what we'll then kind of play it is, I'd be kind of happy actually just sticking with Mississippi. Of course, I'm going to let Eisenhower do his thing as he feels is necessary. But if we ended up in a position where the Mississippi was more or less the front line, I'm totally okay with that. I actually feel semi-confident that I could eventually outperform the CSA, especially as long as the deal with the devil doesn't happen. If the deal with the devil happens where the CSA and Long work together, then we might have trouble. But the good news is I don't think they are typically triggered to do that until they're basically in a position where it's too late. Also, what the heck is going on with New England? Oh man, the CSA is gonna have New England. Oh no! I didn't really think about that. Well, too late now. Too late now. Things have been set in motion which cannot be undone. Yep, socialists driving to New England. What did I just say? What did I just freaking... Back and we're calm. Okay. So. we're going to, you see, now if I wish I would have pushed into Illinois quickly, but the CSA looks like they were being smart in guarding it anyway, so we'll be back for them. We'll be back. We'll be back. Soon you'll see. They'll remember that they belong to me. I mean, to America. They belong to America. Territory revolts. Should have expected this. Okay, changing the USAAC roundel. Oh, right, yeah. We let them change it. The roundel. Yeah, let them change it. The roundel is ours. So I think we just lost the Missouri militia. I think they didn't rise up. Okay, where's our regular? Yeah, there's the Plain Infantry Division. Gonna try to have some of those going in any given moment. Relocate the capital. Oh, yeah, well, we need to take it back first, so that'll be the end. Yeah, because they pushed in and it's like we're just not getting it now. The war begins in Oregon. What? With the withdrawal of the federal government west, it was obvious. Oh shit! I'm not in position. It was obvious General MacArthur intended to strike at the Pacific states first, seeing them as the most isolated threat. Coming over the Rocky Mountains with last snows of winter, the 2nd and 14th Army Divisions commenced an organized attack on Oregon and the southern part of Washington. National Guardsmen in these states either sided with President MacArthur or were forced to surrender. The forces of the Denver government soon took Portland and Yakima, and the governors of Washington and Oregon surrendered to save them from syndicalist agitation and war. The 3rd, 2nd, and 14th Divisions are now preparing to take California, but the Californians have already begun a counterattack just as the Union strikes towards Arkansas once more, and the CSA moves on North Carolina. All across the splintered and fractured nation, the splinter factions have seen their chance to begin offensive operations against all competing governments, and from Minnesota to North Carolina, from New York City to New Mexico, skirmishes and civil unrest have at last escalated to battles. It is clear to all that the Second American Civil War has begun. California cannot resist this alone. Yeah, it just looks weird that it says Pacific States, but it's just the California one, you know. Our friends in Havana, they want to administer it. Cuba will like us more. Oh yeah, sure, take care of it for us. Peru, Bolivian Confederation. Okay, emergency stockpiles. So we got 5,000. Oh, cool, we did get the Missouriites. Okay, and the Missouriites will be a 3rd front. I have no shortage of generals. Let's have Chaffee do something, our tank guy here. Because look, there's a calf. That's pretty much the same thing, right? That feels a bit stretched. Fatal Beast. Okay. What have I got here? 4 militia in Oklahoma, 3 in Arkansas, 1 in Louisiana. Where's North Texas? Why don't I see a North Texas one? Kansas. Look, guys, see? This is Louisiana, but we don't have a Texas one. There's error happening, I guess. Error 1, 1, 2, 2. We get 5 in Minnesota, but we're not covering it at all. It might not be worth the risk. Okay, I would challenge everything. Rude to call land after the fact that our queen never done it. I hereby declare this new colony Femcell. Just. Oh man. Creation of the Office for Emergency Management, just direct contact stuff, so we're just getting some political power. Cavalry, biological tanks, tanks that bleed. Caffey, push these MFs out of Missouri! Legislation cities gave us observer rights. Wow, what I've always wanted my whole life. If I can get on the other side of Mississippi even a little bit, we can start to get kind of cheeky, I think. He can't force attack yet. I need 62 for that. But, oh, I see. Do we possibly have a path to, I need to get off damn 5 speed. What the heck is wrong with me? Slow and steady wins the race. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Okay, wow, those, militia got up pretty damn quick. 12 days. Let's try the Minnesotans. Okay. We are 57 days, so it's gonna be 2 months before we can get maintenance companies out there. I think good old industry is the way to go. Observer rights, no touching, only watching. Observe from an observer chair. Yeah, like the observer chair that's in every hotel room. Let's see here. Come on. All right, pin these guys down. Oh wait, we have mechanized cavalry out here. Wait, no. Come down here to LA. The California National Guard. You can kill your fellow Californians. What the heck? Oh, I drew this wrong. Was anybody gonna let me know? Drag it. There you go. We're exceeding our capacity. Are we? Well, what do you know? I don't give a shit. We need more militia! Like, MacArthur, you have too many troops! Think of the factories! Think of my army. Okay, we're just gonna have all of our planes, our very, very few planes, train for a bit. Eisenhower is doing some great work out here, I gotta say. As is to be expected. He's that guy. He is that guy. And, no, we're actually not in it. Hemingway gave a speech somewhere, and that hurt us. Dang, I didn't know that was the thing. Panama Canal's gone. Hold these. Okay. The gaps are feeling really fast. Taking Duluth. Oh, geez. How many more days on this thing? On militia? Where's the dang countdown? Here. 6 days. They're halfway there. Oh, boy. Do you plan to invade Russia? How and why would I invade Russia? They're not involved in the Civil War. Look, I know MacArthur wants to kill commies, but I don't think he's planning an invasion through Alaska at the moment. Who has Alaska right now, actually? Like, it matters so little. Pacific States, yeah. I was looking through job openings, and I saw this posting for a teaching job in Anchorage, Alaska, and most of the job description was them just trying to say Alaska's actually really cool. You definitely, no pun intended. Definitely would be great to live here. Please. There's so few of us. It's cold. We need your warm body. I'm sure it is a very nice place. But the pay just wasn't enough, not to justify a move. I was like, geez, this would maybe be borderline if I didn't have to move, but I'm at all the expenses of moving? Oh no way. But pump up this the salary offer a bit more, and then we can have a conversation. Especially because, and then it was also for just a 1-year contract, so it's like, oh, so I have to move, and then I have to in a year make the decision: do I spend the rest of my life here or not? Which is maybe a decision you'd make after a year anyway. Or at least am I going to spend a significant amount of time in the city? But now it's under the pressure of, okay, what if I want to stay here, but then, ooh, whoops, contract's over, fired, you're screwed, you're stuck there, and just, yeah. Not enough incentive. Bump up that salary, Anchorage, and then we'll have a conversation. Let's get this air war artillery happening. More soft attack is always nice, especially because we're going to go with that artillery plan. It's going to be kind of awkward. We're going to lose West Oregon. We don't seem to have quite enough divisions. But we can get the San Diego cut off. Be good. You're fired. Enjoy your life here in Alaska. Yeah, and plus, you know, I'm from Texas. I'd be hearing all the shit talk from the Alaskans. You know, there's that shirt. You know, hey, you know, the Alaskans, they don't like Texas because Alaskans are to Texans what Texans are to the country. Although then New Mexico actually is what Texans pretend to be. But anyway, interstate dynamics. There's that shirt, you know, where Alaskan pride shirt where it says Texans better shut up or we're gonna cut Alaska in half and make them the third biggest state. But it's marketing, right? Everything's bigger in Texas. All right, defense contractors for one freaking factory? I don't think so, but the truck production reduction. This is so, if I were to do a Weltkrieg run with MacArthur, because of American auto industry, and I think he also has other things that reduce truck costs, I would probably try to do a totally mechanized army. I mean, you know, I'd have Marines for Marine work, and I'd have tanks for tank work, but I'm talking about the rank and file, the ones who are mostly just filling up space on the front line. All of that would be mechanized, just so for whenever those moments of breakthrough do happen, you know, you can just boom, just send them through, and they'll just start gobbling up territory like, you know, just Operation Cobra, right? Into the Bradley's plan into France. It's like, all right, we've coiled up, and now we spring through the hedgerows. Through the hedgerows, through the bed. Anyway, sorry. Okay, I think we can afford to slightly extend the line. Can we actually take it all the way up? That's going to be an overextension. I repeat, that's going to be an overextension. But we're going to do it anyway for now. We'll do some shifting in a minute. Damn, I don't think we have jack to help our economy during the war. Yeah, there's the Navy stuff, there's the Air Force stuff. No, it's like, we will win this by strength of arms, period. So, shit. Towed artillery reduction, top notch. Damn. Yeah. We don't have logistics, we need brilliant military maneuvers. Yeah, I kind of do want to take that defense contractor just for one damn factory. Towed artillery production cost. How is my artillery right now? Not good. Brick. Establish new officer training corps. That's why this one's always so dang. They're all so great. Whether you go reform or Chaffee or whatever. It's a lot of good fun to be had. We don't need trucks right now. Special Forces, electronics, War Department expansion's pretty good. I think top-notch artillery always just gives us whatever's the next best one. I think. Yes, Alaska is an actual state. It is. Alaska and Hawaii are kind of the outliers. They're both very different communities, to say the least. Which is one reason, kind of the central reason why. One of them is like Alaska is always locked down red, Hawaii is always locked down blue. Like, people don't campaign there seriously at the federal level. There's no reason to. Because you have that lockdown for one political party or the other. Alaska almost had like a three-way thing going recently. Yeah, artillery is what will win us this war. It's almost a higher priority than infantry equipment. The Red Legs will see it done. Alright, we're exceeding our capacity again, apparently. It's fine. It is a-okay. More militias. Thing is, I don't think the militias even spawn with stuff, which is what's harsh. Oklahoma, we can get... Okay, it says 5 or 4. I guess we're going to find out which is true here in a moment. Alright, tanks doing not so bad into a city. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. I need to actually be careful here. I don't want to really run to San Francisco right away. I won't make it. But yeah, Alaska is a state. It was the 49th. Hawaii was the 50th. So, but a lot of times you'll hear the phrase the continental United States, which or the lower 48, which is kind of a funny way to phrase it. But that'll be, you know, this area, the main stuff. All right. We're going in on the artillery. Industry also needs to come up. 2.5. I think I can get a buff on electronics on one of the focuses, but I'm just not going to right now.
Come on, move out.
Where's this guy going? Okay. You're gonna go north, actually. Alaska is an American continent. It's weird that it's not included in the continental U.S. Oh, you're right. Well, maybe it technically should be. But what do you call it? Colloquially, not really. But every country's got the weird stuff like that. You know, like France. The president of France is like the king of Andorra or something, right? You know, what? What is going on out there? Shit. Come on, Marines need to get to San Diego. It's their natural habitat. I love how San Diego embraces them. So many good discounts. For the military. Like, I found out I can go to the San Diego Zoo for free. That was crazy. It was like, it's like a lot of people say that's the best zoo in the world. Probably the best zoo in America, at least. Nicaragua declares Monroe dead. Well, yeah, he died like a century ago, idiots. Glad you figured it out. Wait, no, they're talking about the doctrine, aren't they? Kind of feel like we've been on the American music a bit long. Let's go to the Britannia campaign, even though we're not in Britannia at all. Freak it. It's Mac Arthur, isn't it? It's make the Cockney and the Scottish as an entire island northwest of the rest of Europe. It just screams, echo across it. What's even happening in England nowadays? They elected that new government, right? And didn't come home in the Euro Cup, but fuck them. And then it's coming home, fucking Zach Labor Jr., right? Founder of Saberismo. He's he won the G1 Climax. That was great. Okay, I'm gonna look what's on the BBC. Okay, the big headline story is something out of Liverpool. Tubes dislodged when Letby was at other hospital. What? Baby breathing tubes were dislodged at an unusual rate during Lucy Letby's placement at Liverpool Women's Hospital. The public inquiry into her crime is heard. The Thrillwall inquiry at Liverpool Town Hall has been hearing opening statements from lawyers representing the families of babies whom the former nurse was charged with attacking. Wow. It's real good, feel good news. 5 basic failures, morally indefensible. Oh shoot, I forgot about this track. Black Garden. Sunak coconut sign racially abusive, court told. Relatives accused of helping killer evade capture, and van passenger pushes cyclist off bike. Oh, police officer in court accused of killing motorist. Boy arrested over London transport cyber hack. Crazy scene as baby born in care home car park because they couldn't reach the hospital in time. So all of that sounds like it's going really good in England. It is like, Jesus, these stories are all terrible. Well, man, so that's the news page. What's the homepage of the BBC? Homepage has a couple of American stories, actually. Trump's message of American decline resonates with pivotal voters, and Ohio leaders dismiss claims of migrants eating pets. Let's see here. Let's get back to the war, shall we? All right. Okay, that guy's cut off around Salem. This guy's gonna get cut off too, because if I was this North Carolina National Guard division, I would pivot left immediately, or pivot to the northwest, like right freaking now. Okay, cool. So the Oklahoma ones are ready. It was 5 actually, which is nice. So now we can bring Eisenhower up a little bit and compress Chaffee's front. Still not as compressed as it needs to be. Great, but it's a good start. It's a good start. All right, 2 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. Come on, anybody got more divisions? Kansas with 3 militia. Somebody wants to put their freaking back into it. Okay, South Texas give me 5. Well, it says 4 also, so it's once again mixed up. News is always bad this year. I mean, it's 2024. I don't know. I think the back half's been more full. Martial law, yeah, enforce that shit. I'm in charge here. But you know, every 4 years, I think actually, part of me was like, I think there's some people who like fetishize the big year, like what 2020 became. 2020 was like our 1968, and now people just like are fiending for it. Which I didn't feel was gonna be this year, at least America. You know, this is more of an American thing. Like, let's see what's on. Let's check the news in America. Let's check the New York Times, which it's the failing New York Times. Look, it's the paper of record. All right, I just want to read the headlines. So I can't read it anyway. You need like a subscription. So let's see what's the American news compared to England. Let's determine who's doing better. And the New York Times, incidentally, my opinion on the New York Times is it's an extremely divisive paper. Here's what I mean, because there's some parts of it that are still really quality, and then that like you're like, oh yeah, this is why, you know, when you're researching a historical subject, you're like, what is the New York Times saying about it? But like oh my god, the opinion section. Thank you if I had a New York Times subscription, I would say thank you every time they sent me the opinion pages, because it's like, great, I have something to wrap fish in now. You know, you saved me a trip to the store. But so the headlines of the New York Times. There's some breaking news. NYPD commissioner resigns as inquiries batter mayor's circle. And since this is what we know about investigation involving Eric Adams' administration, so that's a New York City story. Second headline, they want a larger home in Chicago. Would 650,000 be enough? So, you know, yeah, New York Times, they do a home story first, and then they do, okay, second city, right? Chicago. Then 2024 section, Harris, after debate success, confronts a battleground game of inches. Kamala Harris's campaign is riding high, but still sees the race as a close grind. Her aides hope to focus on Trump's fitness for office. So that seems like a pretty straightforward, just explanatory piece. Why House Republicans are targeting China weeks before the election. Probably another explainer piece. Kamala Harris, Donald Trump beginning intense schedule of events that will stretch into weekend. Donald Trump has said he put on a great debate performance. His allies have privately said otherwise. And our reporter, and this is the only headline that there's like a little freaking GIF next to it. There's like a fucking video playing. This has been the biggest news, the fucking story of the week. Our reporter explains what Taylor Swift's endorsement could mean for Kamala Harris. Like, this is the really important crap here, right? And then right next to that, debate recap with song, dance, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's, and it's got like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's dancing amid sparks or some shit. Oh my gosh, I hate these parts of this pop culture crap of the elections. This fucking, hey, look at Nick Offerman, he sings a song to Trump people, or, you know, fucking Ron Swanson, Epic Bacon. God damn, let's get back to the video game. I'm missing shit out there. Alright. How are we? We're still on civilian comedy. Hey, Dark site. Superstars were a mistake? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like celebrities in general? Yeah. Fucking welcome to the New York Times. You want to watch Joseph Gordon-Levitt dance? It's important for the election. It's more... No, we're going to put more effort into advertising the Taylor Swift and the Joseph Gordon-Levitt's crap than... What was the other headlines? Let me go back to that tab. Why House Republicans are targeting China weeks before the election. Sounds like a important international story. You know, so and then so like, you know, yeah, Battleground Game of Inches. Fuck that. Set up the video for the Taylor Swift and Joseph Gordon-Levitt stuff. Oh, and then now I'm scrolling down. Yeah, once you get below the front fold, so to speak, of the New York Times, it goes to crap so fast. Or like you actually see the split, because on the right they put all the fucking bullshit ass opinion pieces, you know, letter to the editor crap, open letter to my mom, whatever. And then on the left, what do we got here? Russia-Ukraine war, Middle East crisis, Israel bombs humanitarian zone, Times analysis of Mawasi strike, the road to a ceasefire. And like those are all like tabs that go into to other things. Like it's just the quick sharp divide of the New York Times. Yeah, the deeper meaning of Taylor Swift's Democratic mic drop by Jennifer Weiner or Weiner, I don't know. Wait, Jennifer Weiner. Oh my God, is that the fucking, was she the one who worked on the Clinton campaign? You see how brain poison I am. I even fucking know this shit. By American politics. No, she's a novelist. Her novel In Her Shoes was made into a movie starring Cameron Diaz, Toni Collette, and Shirley MacLaine. Okay. Anyway, where's the thing? Let's see. Yeah, I know it is real news, but it's that, why is it real news? Why does it have to be? Of course, you know me though. If it was like, you know, Hoshimachi Suisei weighs in on the American election, and I was like, well, I gotta tune in for that. Let's see here. Nah. I guess you know it says something. You know, there are plenty of celebrities who got famous for taking stands, but I mean, it's like, I'm just saying there's a difference between like Ali taking a stand based on his religious faith to not go to the Vietnam War, and like we're not gonna break through here, I think. Yeah, St. Louis pocket's not happening. Oh, Commune of France tanks showed up in St. Louis. You see, I wonder if they've programmed the AI this way, because I've noticed this more the last couple of years. The AI does prioritize St. Louis early. They seem to understand how important and good it is to have. Did we lose our tank out here? Where'd he go? Where's my fucking tank division? Oh, right, I sent him south. Yeah, we got 3 divisions here. We're gonna swallow up pretty quick. Also, the crossword section in New York Times, it holds up. Although sometimes they get a little iffiness, but I think I just need more practice on it. I've been doing the New York Times. I've been going through like a backlog of the Times. But what I've been doing is because I want to. It's because I was only able to do like a third of a Sunday one recently. And there's strategy to the New York Times crossword puzzle because they have words they favor. They have you kind of start to get a feel for how Will Shortz edits, like how he does his clues, I guess. So there's sort of a meta to that. But I'm not doing the damn USA Today one. I picked up a book of like 50. By the way, I'm just kind of vamping right now because we're just trying to poke here and there. There's not going to be a significant swing now in the war until we get to Baton Rouge, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Or if we can finish off Pacific States, then we'll need to recalibrate. But for right now, we're just trying to micro here and there. Uh-oh, that's a problem. We've got division cut off here. I think we officially have run out of gaps here. Yeah, don't let them get to the port, so it'll suffocate. Okay, Chaffee's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna send some more divisions to the west. And when they get over there, that's when I'll pivot everyone. Who we want? Drow, Kruger. Damn, Kruger's so good. Everybody's so good. I love it. Do I have a Mountaineer guy though? I think that's one thing I'm missing. I think only New England gets a Mountaineer. Harsh leader. Discipline is necessary to lead an army, but some leaders take it a bit too far. Politically connected. It really is just dealer's choice. It's great. I think we'll do Drow. That'd be pretty sick if you could get a guy with the terrain buff. The terrain buff is also an armory guy. What are all the hundreds for? I'm guessing that's approval of the play to send some more forces west. Oh shoot, I don't have another militia queuing up. Forgot to do that. Kansas. Alright, we've already got some doctrines available here. Superior firepower, of course, is the path we will tread. That organization is going to be huge when we can get there too. Look at us, 90% war support now. It's getting better all the time. Better. How bad? 11,000 in the hole. Fuck me. So I'm trying to get in a good position. Do some positional play before I but I think we've hit the point where we can't go any further. Yeah, that's enough. We can't push anymore anywhere, or at least not in the east. Okay, this is North Cal. Okay, so we're gonna keep pushing in the west. We're never gonna stop. But it's hit the point where it's gonna start getting hard. We do need to get. We just don't have anything to make factories though. Shit. It's gonna get difficult. Chief of Army. No, I want. Yeah, of course I want MacArthur. I need 200 political power to do that though. Okay, McNair report on the state of the army. Deficient training, improper employment. Yeah, we've seen this before. Reform to prevail. More soft attack and breakthrough. We do have a little path here, it looks like. Icelandic independence. How might this affect things? Alright. A lot of these guys are getting in position now. This sounds almost like Nea Obliviscarius, but of course not. There's no blast beat. It sounds like it could be an interlude for it right there. Ah, Chaffee got hurt. Okay, we gotta swap him. We have reserves. Go Kruger. Go Kruger! Go Kruger! Oh, hey, wow, I'm seeing red. I'm seeing green arrows here. Okay, fine, go. If you got the... If you feel it in you, Eisenhower, don't let me hold you back. Okay. Unassigned divisions. Yeah, time to create that fifth one. Shit. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't shift. There's a problem. Okay. Alright, and Kruger shorten this front line. To there. Okay. So see, it keeps getting a little bit better with Kruger, but the Commune of France tanks here are effing me up. Not a fan of how this is going. Okay. Rising Sun, hopefully they don't get involved in the Pacific, but they'll see that it's kind of pointless. Gonna keep trying to sneak some more people through here. How are we doing in terms of casualties? We've lost 38,000, which is less than everybody combined, but overall we're not doing great. Yeah, they're killing us about 2 to 1, I think. Maintenance companies. Okay, so this is going to be crucial, I feel. So I want them there. And then, yeah, I want everyone to be like an infantry division who can.
Keep on attacking.
Just gonna start dumping manpower in more than anything, really. But gotta do what must be done. Okay. Needs to save up that 200 political power so I can get the big MacArthur buff.
Ready, sir.
This guy's retreating.
Keep on attacking.
Come on. I feel like I'm doing okay, but as soon as the forward momentum stops, we're in trouble. Because again, we don't have much in the way of factories. We've got 26 right now. The Confederates, they have got at least 28. It's probably more though. And oh my gosh, at least 64 civilian factories in the CSA. Possibly as many as 90. They don't have much in the way of military, but neither do I. This is going to be troublesome.
Pushing them back, sir. Pushing them back, sir. Pushing them back, sir.
Austria's doing its shit. Try to push here. Oh boy, they are just moving at will into Oklahoma. Oh boy. We have problems. They're not overextending either. They're managing to keep everybody on the front line. Damn, we take minus 10 political power? The war is still going.
Move out.
Yeah, really not good. It's the French tanks. They're just pounding through. Yep, we just got encircled there. Fuck. They're about to encircle this guy too. Okay, reinforcements just barely showed up in time. We're a little too concentrated in the north. Not what I meant. course, now we'll have a gap in the Great Plains, which isn't great either. Maybe turn around and encircle them instead. Well, that's the thing, they don't have any gaps in their line. So I don't think it's gonna happen. See, they're all filled. But I got a gap here, I got a gap there. It's fucking because they took New England. And look what they're doing. Oh, they naval invaded the AUS too? Who somehow it looks like they encircled me. That's pretty annoying. Just gotta finish off California. Fucking 3 days. Longest rebels rides in Kentucky. Sure. Okay. I just militia. Never much. 2, 2. I think we're officially out of anything that has more than 2. Two. Yeah. Part time's over. Really not filling in the gaps like I'd like. Yeah. We basically are capped out on our divisions. Like, we could technically get more, but it's only going to be 2 at a time. So it's not looking good. See, it's like they're kind of retreating, but not really. Over here. Alright, we got those 3 killed in the south. Production, top-notch artillery. So it says, yeah, adds interwar artillery. We're going to have that in 57 days anyway, so I think that's supposed to just give me whatever's the next one. So, like, that way we can get the 105 millimeter howitzer. Really is just nothing for the economy. The electronics buff is nice, but it's still far away. Production prioritization. Relieve civilian suffering. No, support the troops. Got to support them troops. And now we're that much closer to getting MacArthur as our genius theorist on the officer corps page. I think I'm gonna have to get off here soon, but I'm probably gonna stream more tonight. It's a tough situation to come in. I just completely it slipped my mind that the CSA was gonna get New England, which is super strong. Like, to have their regular industrial heartland and England first. I mean, that's why I fought for it quickly, and they just got given it in this one. So it's a tough one. Taking most of some. And San Francisco, I don't know. They have a little bit of manpower, not much. They probably have more factories and whatnot than I do. That's ridiculous. Denver, it's a tough one. You know what? So we're gonna stop it there because we're sort of just in a logjam at the moment. This war, a big part of it is going to be determined by, does the American Union state fall first, or does California fall first? Because it would almost be bad for me if I took Baton Rouge too quickly, but I don't think that's going to happen. But like, if we can, the key is going to be we have to defeat the Pacific states, while the CSA is still fighting the American Union state. So we can then bring over Bradley. And what I'm probably going to do is I'll shift around these front lines. We're going to put Bradley here, ready to go into Mississippi. Yeah, it's a little hot, some forest. Okay, we'll deal with that. Get some terrain things, bro. Acclimate, bro. And begin the push to Chicago. And then I don't care which one I take first, Baton Rouge or Chicago. In fact, I might actually start to just push Chicago a little bit more when and where I'm able. But this pocket here that has opened up is a problem. St. Louis, it's so important. It's so important that I didn't defend it right. So I'll see you guys next time. As I said, probably this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.